everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Broncos are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Falcons, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Look at the spin. Balance. And there's a flag on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. 23 yards on the play.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19!
Now Lynch on 1st down. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
To throw again is Lynch. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run Anderson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. Now a run with Anderson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Now Ryan on second down. He's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Freeman again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Another pistol look here. On second down, Anderson. And he's got Rome. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Lynch going to try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now
the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On second down, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game. But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Alone to the right is Jones. On third down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Looking deep for Demarius. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tavon Young. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And some room to roam now. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted. And has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback. One that really knows how to play the position. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Now Ryan going for the deep ball. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Set. Green. Detroit. Detroit.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The rookie from LSU, Deion Jones, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Set. Green. 30. Gone.
Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw is Lynch. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Watch it now, boy. Now let's go. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
Lynch now throwing on third. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some.
That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Ryan on second down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And hang on here. It's the captain of their offense, Matt Ryan, shaken up and remaining on the ground. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the grab, it's Ruben Randall. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
Over! All right, now, look at 56.
Now Schaub going up top, shrugs the tackle, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's got a man complete. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Play fake to Hillman. Now Lynch. Buying time to his left. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Here we go. Leopard 19. Leopard.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 25 yards out. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Schaub. The Super Bowl MVP Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They run. Devontae Freeman found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now third down, less than a yard.
Now let's go. Blue line.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it. Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons! Ruben Randall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
Super toe.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Here's Lynch. And that's caught inside the 35. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Ronnie Hillman there, the man he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch being chased out left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Leopard! Here we go now. Please. Back Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Following the penalty, Anderson. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Here's Lynch. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good game. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Back to Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
Lynch is going to throw it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it through an opening, and there he goes. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for the Broncos, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the San Diego Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.